How long? When did we come here? It's August the 3rd, what year?
It was 2004. Not quite 10 years. Okay, about 8.
And Dad would, he would eat his breakfast, then he'd get out of the apartment and go downstairs and get to a piano and play.
Trevecca Towers Retirement Community exists to serve seniors and persons with disabilities, providing a caring environment grounded in Christian values that inspires the human spirit and promotes dignity and relevance. At Trevecca Towers, residents live in one-bedroom apartments with their own kitchen, living area, and one bathroom. They have opportunities to enjoy the company of other residents in their own age group. They also have access to a convenience store within the building and exercise equipment, an indoor swimming pool, a sauna, an ATM, hair salon, pool room.
Our property varies in the number of people who live here at any given time. Right now, I would think there are probably around 500, but that's more or less. Other residents have care only if they have arranged for it. We don't provide care through our towers. That's just part of what people do who need extra help. They arrange that on a personal level.
I'm Jean Pierce. My husband and I, my husband's name was Paul, lived in Pensacola, Florida for many, many years after our marriage. But since we were getting any younger and we did not have family down in Florida, we made the decision to come to Nashville. First of all, we thought we would rent a place and then he could work out in the yard and he could do some things that he likes to do. But when we got up here, we changed our mind. We decided it would be best to just go ahead and move into the towers, which we did. And that was in the summer. It was August the 3rd that we got here, I remember, of '06. And I have been here ever since. Well, things were going very well. Paul was enjoying being here so very much because he had been to school here in Trevecca and knew people from back then. So he had a good time going around getting reacquainted and chatting with old friends. But then one day we got a message that my middle daughter, Janice, had been killed in an auto accident or auto mishap of some type. And that really was, it was a traumatic experience, even though she was a Christian and was ready to meet the Lord. She didn't have to have time to get ready because she was already ready. But we changed our plans about getting a place of our own, and we moved here into the towers. That was in the summer of '06, I believe. And we had a very, very pleasant time here. Paul especially enjoyed meeting his old friends and getting acquainted with them. Well, one thing that we did that we should not have done, we had gone to this park, and he had been off his blood pressure medicine because he was going to a chiropractor, and we thought we could get along without the blood pressure medicine. Well, that was the wrong thing to do. We should have kept that up. But anyway, he had a stroke, and from that time, things just were not the same. But I came on and lived here in the towers, and since my daughter Beth was a librarian at Trevecca University, which is was the college then, but anyway, it's a university now. She decided that it would be best that we just stay have an apartment here and pay rent on an apartment rather than trying to have our own place. So that's what we ended up doing, and things went along real well. We have an excellent caregiver, James Ward. He, I guess, found out about us through Beth, and she had seen him in the library, or somebody knew about his wanting work. So he came, and he was our caregiver, and still is mine. Not made any loans, but the Lord had supplied it all. And somebody said, was complaining about not having much money, and the Lord said, "Oh well, I've got a little bit." It's been a good life. Some things I would change if I could live it over, but I don't want to live it over. Gone this far now, I want to go on, get it over with. I understand my granddaughter April was through here Sunday, but she did not contact us. She wanted to surprise her dad. Spent Easter with him. It was Easter Sunday. She was through here. We are, like I say, a family of musicians. All the girls play and all the fellows except for Tony. And play something else here. This is Day by Day.